Some people didn't want this show to come back. Some people couldn't wait for it to come back. And some people were, I was in the middle. But the Braxtons are back. And I'm here to do a recap of season 1, episode 1 of the Braxtons. And it's called The Braxtons Are Back.
The Braxtons are back, guys. Look at God.
The whole thing with this season 1 episode is leading up to them doing their grief therapy. If you're not a follower of the show, their sister Tracy Braxton, she died about 2 years ago from esophageal cancer at the age of 50. So this show is just catching us up on what's been going on with the girls, Tony, Tawana, Trina, Tamar, and Miss E. So this is just catching us up with what's going on, and showing the things that they're going through. They're getting prepared to do grief counseling. They're going to prepare. It starts out with them just talking. Trina's talking to her husband, saying that she's disappointed that after Tracy's death that the sisters didn't come together. It seemed like they're not estranged from each other, but they just didn't come together like she thought they would after Tracy's death. And it just shows them, they go out to a family dinner, and I think this is the first time that they've all been together in the same place since Tracy's death. And they are going around the table just talking. They're talking about how they miss Tracy and how they miss her presence. Of course, there's some funny moments. And Tony says that she has an announcement that she has to make to the family that she really doesn't want to make, but she does. She tells them that she's had some serious issues with her heart, that she was just thinking that she was going to the hospital for some tests, and they end up saying that that was her pre-op and that she had to go undergo surgery, and that at some point she's going to have open heart surgery. So that was the news, and she is pretty devastated about that. And she also feels some guilt because she's the one that's always been sick. So she was, just in shock that Tracy died, because Tracy hadn't ever been sick like that, been her sick all the time. So she was just talking about the guilt that was associated with that. But then there were some funny moments as well, the sisters joking with each other. And they were also discussing little Kevin, who is Trina's only child, her son, and how he's been really struggling with the death of his mother, and that he's also going through a divorce, which none of the other sisters knew about. So that was a surprise. And they also show like some heartbreaking scenes of Tracy that they said that she wanted the audience of the show to see, but just some heartbreaking scenes of her going through her cancer journey, how they were there beside her while she was in the bed and singing to her and joking around. But it was pretty hard to watch that footage of Tracy. And they have decided that they're all going to have grief therapy. And Kevin Jr. is going to be on like via Zoom, and the father, he's going to be like via Zoom. But before that, they gather at Tony's house and they cook all of Tracy's favorite foods and just reminisce about Tracy. And then they cut to Trina walking in with Spirit. I don't know if you've seen Spirit on other reality TV shows. She's been on quite a few reality shows. She's a therapist, and she's going to be the one providing them with their grief therapy. And the therapy begins, and Spirit talks to them, and nobody says anything. They're just like sitting there like nobody wants to go first. So nobody is still saying anything. And then finally Tony, being the oldest as usual, she chimes in first and just says she really doesn't know how she feels, and she really hasn't ever been to grief therapy before, so she really doesn't know how to even express herself. And then after that, still nobody is talking. So the show goes off with Spirit saying, I can't help you if nobody wants to talk about anything. So then that's how the show goes off. And we wait to see what happens in season 1, episode 2, The Braxtons. If you like this video, you'll like this video here and here. Thanks for watching. If you like this, give me the thumbs up. Thanks.